What's up guys, it's Devani here and welcome back to another Pokemon Duel video. So today guys, I just played against Giggity Gaming, shout out to Giggity Gaming, and I'll put R3iko in the description as well because he's also part of the... R3iko actually put a very interesting cheese onto everyone's attention. I'll pause it here and then I'll talk about it and then we'll just play this match. Giggity Gaming actually wasn't aware of this cheat before this match actually started, so that is what makes it a little bit more special. And yeah, I changed my nickname because of I showed my support in some stream, and I'll change it back after this video to something else, and I'll email the devs about that. But they already said to me that they will come just delete my support ID, so I only have a transfer ID and a password, which is gonna be awesome. But anyways, what is Venusaur doing together with a Coco and a Shaman and the Rush deck together in a team? It doesn't make any sense, it looks like. But if we go look at Mega Venusaur, okay, Mega Venusaur is a 2 MP figure. It has a 160 Solar Beam and a Venom Whip, which can make a figure within 2 steps noxious. And ability says this Pokemon can MP move over poison and noxious Pokemon. That's one part, okay? And then the other part, somewhere here it says, Pokemon that this Pokemon moves over are temporarily excluded from the duel, returning to the bench 7 turns later. So, what this actually does, if you poison a figure, like for example, if you attack something with Seismitoad, and then essentially will move over him with Mega Venusaur, that Pokemon will now be soft banished. That's cool, but that seems really situational, so why am I running this? Because I also don't have any figure that can poison, besides from Mega Gengar. So, Melee Wish, I'll close this for a second. Melee Wish actually excludes Coco from the duel. And it can give any figure MP3 and the ability to move over any Pokemon that don't have Soar. So then Venusaur will not only become 3 MP, he will be able to move over anything that doesn't have Soar. Not only Poison and Noxious Pokemon, any Pokemon without Soar. So, I mean Mega Venusaur. So why is that important? Why? Why is that important? Because if he moves over another Pokemon, that Pokemon gets soft banished. So if you just basically combine this with the Melee Wish, you'll see it in a second, but anything that moves over that doesn't have Soar will get soft banished. And you can move over a lot of figures now. And then you're thinking like, why? That is only for 7 turns and then they're gonna return to the bench and you can get a small amount of momentum. Yes, that is why I have the Rush deck. So I want to have the entry points. And if you have 2 entry points, the opponent most likely will have up to 3 figures, maybe 4 if they have a long throw or something. And then if you banish something, then you're gonna get a huge advantage compared to your opponent. And I also have the Shaman Landform. So Shaman Landform makes Megas not go away if he's sitting on your entry points, and if it's sitting on the other entry points, it counts for the other players. So this is a defensive figure. So if, for example, if I put Shaman on my own entry point, I Melee Wish, and I put it on Mega Venusaur, I have all the time in the world to just move over other figures and just banish them over and over again until I get like 4 movements in a row, and that will give him the weight win. So it's really crazy. So let's just take a look at this match against Giggity Gaming. So he opens up with Septong. He has the Mega Septong. He doesn't have a runner on this deck, which is... He actually mentioned that in his live stream. So he needs to edit there or something. So I go straight away for the Melee Wish. And I'll just talk about that as well, why I do that. Because I know he has Septolite. I know he has the Mega Septo, which is 3 MP. So I'll just talk about it here. So... that's also the reason why I have the Speed Form and the Zork in here. For if I didn't have those, Septo can just Mega and go to this spot right there. And then I can block here with something, but then he can go for stealth hit, and then it's good game. Then it's basically a good game. So that's why I have the speed for him. So if he wants to go for a 3MP movement figure right over there, or even right over there, or even right over there, doesn't really matter. I can just go on my goal with the Ox's speed form, and then switch to Zorg. And if Zorg dies, I can go with speed form again, and then still I have a double chance with Venusaur, which is a basal monster with a 150 and the sleep powder. So I have a good defense if I get the Mela Wish. I don't have to worry about losing momentum because I have a lot of figures to deal with. I can also even double chance with Zorg. With that mega amount of cross counter, I have a good defense, so I don't have to worry about losing momentum when actually using my Mela Wish. Because that is what is probably the thing that people fear about using this deck, is losing momentum right at the bat. But that's actually not the case if you run it with a rush deck. So I will just get rid of that real quick. And you'll see, I'll just move here with Venusaur, and Giggity Gaming did know about this strategy. So here's the deal. I Mega Venusaur, and look at this. I have the Mela Wish, and look what just happens right here. So I move over these two figures, and they're excluded from the duel. I move over two figures, and I exclude. I don't have to get any luck for this. I don't win a roll. I don't have to set up that much. Well, aside from the Mela Wish, I just only move over a figure, and it gets excluded from the duel. Really, developers? Is this what you're gonna do? Alright, let's continue. So, he goes with Septile as I actually saw it coming. And he could have also goal blocked, by the way. Giggity Gaming, you could have also goal blocked right there instead of attacking with the Mega Septile. But he gets the lucky roll, so that's whatever. But I do have a Max Revive, and I do have a Recycle. So he actually knocks out his own Virizion with this, which is pretty funny. But because of the fact that I do have a Recycle, I can do this again. And right here, he knocks me out, but he has two figures that are excluded from the duel. And I have a Mega Gengar ready to go on his entry point, and a Coco ready to take the entry point, which can change into Zora. If he didn't have the long throw, he would have been in trouble, and I mean a lot of trouble. So I go and Gengar, I check the damage, and I knew that I would just beat it by like 3 or 4 points, because he only hit for 140 Dolorantus with the buffs, because he has 2 grass figures on the field, and I hit for 144 because I think I have 4 chain levels into this bad boy. And yes, I do. So that is one step, and now he's gonna Max Revive Virizion. Okay, I have to be honest here. I think I got really lucky in the end here, but still, I would have still had a lot of cover. So he moves up with Virizion, and I'm like, yo, I'm not letting this Virizion pass to my goal. So what I do is I Max Revive Venusaur, and we'll talk about that. We will talk about that. So even if he goes like towards my goal, I have enough time to use Recycle, and if he comes right here on these 2 spots, like anywhere within 2 steps of my Venusaur, he will get excluded from the duel. So he can advance whatever he wants, but I can just use my Recycle and then do it again. So he's gonna go for an attack, trying to get that Typhoon Slash, even though that would probably have not mattered that much. But he gets the unlucky roll, so I move over. Alright, my turn. So now he's in a predicament. And what's he gonna do? He long throws, get Lurantis. Good play. You need the extra damage out there, I totally understand. So now his Virizion is knocked out, and I think he knocks out my Zork right here with a pretty lucky spin. I think I landed 50 against his 90. Oh wait, I actually knocked him out. I can't remember my Zork getting knocked out by Lurantis, but might happen a little bit sooner, because now I pop the Recycle plate, which is kind of a bad play because I should not have done that, because now he gets a long throwback. That was a bad play on my part, gotta be honest there. And now he attacks me again, and I think he now knocked me out here. And he did. So I go on my Venusaur and I put it on the entry point, and it just, I go with Speed Form first, not sure why, but he knocks out my Speed Form. And then I go with Venusaur, and then look at these odds. Hold up. Okay, I spoke Dutch there for a second. So He has a 140 Solar Blade and a 110 Pedo Wizard. And this guy is a 150 a Sleep Powder, a Protect, and a Tiny Miss. Venusaur is pretty good on this part, you know. He can survive a lot of rolls. So he gets the Sleep Powder, and that is basically good game. That is basically good game. So he forfeits here. And you know what that is, guys. You know what that is. Hold up. You know what that is. That is GG boys. Yeah, I got the R3iko merch. Very, very excited. Shout out to R3iko for launching the excited merch. And I was lucky enough to win one of them shirts in his live stream. Here's the back. Oh, I need to take my chair away, otherwise you won't be able to see my back. So this is the shirt. I'm really happy with it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wear it on the streets, but I'll definitely wear it inside because it's actually a quite warm shirt. It's not like what is it called? Like polyester. It's actually cotton, I think. So it's actually pretty warm. It's not too cold. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna put this video out there quickly, and I'll shout Giggity Gaming and R3iko in the description though. And hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace out.